Okay, welcome back to the channel. Faith-filled life, everyday reflections, beauty and becoming. Hi, I'm Sacredly Me. My real name is Messiah. Anyways, ladies, I wanted to tell you that when you reach that point, when you decide that you really are gonna dive deep into inner work, you're like, no, 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 no. I'm actually so serious about really walking in my most feminine self, like my most authentic self. You're like, no, actually, no more people pleasing. No more masks, just me showing up authentically as myself each and every day. Guess what? Your body might just freak out a bit. They didn't tell me that. They didn't tell me that. When I really started to not just read the Bible, but actually believe it. Actually be like, God, you know what? I want to live this out. When I decided that it's okay for me to live my dream life, it's okay for me to create that for myself. Oh, my body decided to do a number on me. And it's really frustrating. But it's also good. I think it's crazy that for months, for years, I struggled with irregular periods, and I went through many luteal phase uglies, the whole point of this video is I just had to beat the luteal phase uglies, but the video just didn't come together right. And I want what I'm saying to just feel personal and not just feel, I don't want it to be overly edited or anything like that. And I just felt like I had a lot of cuts and it didn't really feel true to what I write in my journal. And that's really what I want this channel to be about. Faith-filled life, everyday reflections, beauty and the becoming. And I think heavily editing that just didn't really feel true. But anyways, so I'm back filming this again. I didn't know that by me deciding that I want to live my best life, my body maybe just might end up in the worst shape it's ever been in. And if I'm being fair, if I'm going to be honest, it could be a multitude of reasons. In the last year, I moved to Philadelphia. I moved in with a man. I removed my IUD. I got engaged. I got T-boned, totaled my car. Oh yeah, and I started a new job in there. I had quite the big things going on. And even in the midst of all that, I'm just like, no, I'm thankful for that. And wow, that was a lot to handle, but I'm now starting to see that I did it well. Even though my body isn't responding well and the PCOS symptoms are a little out of whack. The androgen levels are crazy and I have some acne. I got the excessive hair growth. You know, it's not fun. But also, I did try out a sunscreen recently that I don't think I was supposed to use on my face. So that might be part of the acne right now that I really have going on. I'm also putting on a little bit of weight too. And at least I thought it was weight. I weighed myself. I didn't really gain any weight. I'm just so inflamed. And I'm like, why am I so inflamed? I feel that I'm headed in the right direction. I feel so confident in where I'm going. And am I uncomfortable? Yes. That's what I had to be on. That's what I needed to be honest with myself about is I was a little bit uncomfortable through it all. And I couldn't understand why I kept on hearing God say to me, just rest, just rest. And I'm like, what do you mean I am resting? But I did a complete 180 of who I was and decided to flip my whole reality in such a short amount of time. And suddenly I'm like, how do I live out being a good godly wife? How do I be a good secretary to my boss? How do I maintain a home, my first apartment on my own for the first time? Like, what meal should I cook? How should I make, like, how do I care for my husband? How do I care for myself? What are my hobbies here? Where do I want to go? What grocery store is my usual? I have been in uncommon ground. Just realized this was upside down, so maybe this might start sounding better now. But I've just been in uncommon ground, and I couldn't figure out why the Lord was telling me to rest, but I think I did. I know that I did need rest, and not like the sleeping rest of just being like, it's okay. You got this. Where I am taking you, it is for your good. Just trust me. Just stop gripping the bat so hard and just surrender. Just have faith in me. I'm like, oh, okay. And then suddenly I'm realizing that, oh, maybe the hirsutism got really bad because what I'm processing inside it's hard. And because I don't really choose to address the problem, and maybe I might escape the problem or like avoid the problem, sometimes I just face it head on. In the past, to avoid being uncomfortable, I would reach for something to eat. I would reach for a sugary treat. I would like head to the kitchen to distract my mind, to get some sort of quick sugar rush. Like, oh, maybe if I do this first, then I can, like, you know. And what I realize is maybe food has been a bit of an idol for me. An idol is anything you put above the Lord, and I think there have been moments in my life where I did put food above God. I did the anti-inflammatory diet, and did I see positive results? Yes. But also I felt like it honestly just made me want to stop doing it, because it got to the point where not only was just like the things I was going on in the day to day, just getting to be a little bit more challenging to where I didn't care, and I wasn't trying to just like eat less carbs, eat less sugary drinks, make sure I'm eating a lot of fiber. Like, I just didn't want to be so mindful of everything all the time. Plus, now I live with a man who doesn't really want to eat the same things that I want to eat. I want to eat things that are going to balance my glucose and fight insulin resistance, but he doesn't have to struggle with that. So it's like, I don't want to make two different meals. And yes, I can add to meals to make, to balance glucose. But again, it's not what he likes. So it's just like, what do I do? And I finally gave up on that. I'm still being mindful of what I'm eating, but maybe there's room for improvement. I just think that it's crazy how I completely transformed my life in a year. So it's no wonder that at 29, I finally feel like, okay, my life does have purpose. I understand now. I am a servant living in God's kingdom here on earth. But more than that, and I'm not just working for an earthly prize. I'm not looking to what's here in the physical. I'm keeping my eyes on what's ahead. I'm keeping my eyes on the author and the finisher of my faith, and I'm living this life in this earthly kingdom for a heavenly crown. And when I truly, truly embody, like, I'm just a servant and God has a special assignment for me. And as I fully embody who it is that needs to, like, that version of Mosiah that needs to fulfill this assignment, I'm falling in love with the process. I'm falling in love with the journey. And I'm choosing not to look at my body. In the past, when it was that time of the month, when my cycle was doing whatever, I looked at this person in the mirror and I just didn't really like what I saw. Mostly because of on the inside. But right now, as I've been pruning and being sanctified and all of the things, yeah, my body's freaking out a little bit, but I realize I'm not my body. God already said that I'm far more valuable than rubies. That's not the exact wording, but I'm more valuable than rubies. So just because I have some acne on my skin right now, just because my mustache is mustaching, it is what it is. Just because I've not anymore because I just did my hair, but I was trying to beat the luteal phase uglies and I wanted to do a glow up, which I did, and I refreshed my hair, and that alone will make you feel better. But the thing is, I'm not my hair. I'm not my acne. I am just Mosiah, and I am becoming sacredly me each and every day. And even though that's uncomfortable, I love it and I wouldn't have it any other way. And over the past couple of years, I noticed that when I don't do the things that I said I'm going to do, but then also just completely remain comfortable and have no no goals or like striving towards something, the periods feel worse. Maybe they're irregular, maybe they go missing, all of the things. But when I'm actually just being like, every single month, I'm noticing what's coming up. Some things are good. 2 weeks before your period, I don't know if you're like me, things come up. Maybe I might want to burn things to the ground. Maybe I'm a little bit short-tempered, short of patience, all of the things. And then also sometimes there's like good ideas that are sprinkled in there every now and then. And I just noticed that when you are in your luteal phase, that is the time to really be at war in your mind, because the stuff that comes up, at least for me, it can be dark, and I don't want to run from those things, but also I know that some of those things that have come up are lies now, and I can see them for what they are, and I'm like, nah, we're not doing that. Nope. I already decided that that's not me. I already replaced this with what God says about me. So, yeah, you gotta go. So, I'm committed to the becoming of who it is that God created me to be. And I'm okay with the fact that my jaw is clenching, and at night not even if it's not even like a clenched jaw at night. Sometimes it's during the day, because I've never been here before. It is uncommon ground. But nothing is uncommon than what is common to man. Wait, what is it? What is that verse? Actually, I'm so curious about that. Okay, so I just typed in those words because I did not know where it came from, but 1 Corinthians, which makes sense because I've been reading 1 Corinthians again the last couple of days, is the temptations in your life are no different from what others experience, and God is faithful. He will not allow temptation to be more than you can stand. When you are tempted, he will show you a way out so that you can endure. So instead of gripping the bat and clenching my jaw and reaching for food because things are just getting a little dicey, like I'm feeling like I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Like, I do not know how to be a good wife. I do not know how to maintain a home. Like, I don't know where I am living right now. Like, everything is unfamiliar. But I know that where I'm going is good because God is making the way. He's already made the way. So I'm putting my trust in Him. And I'm having faith that where I'm going is what's good for me. And I don't want to get to a point where I'm just sitting around, looking at myself, being like, what are you doing? Get up and move. So I'm moving. And I'm loving the process. Body changes and all, because I'm not my body. I'm more than that. And you are too. And if you're in the process, if you're on the journey of doing inner work and becoming your most sacred self, more props to you. I know that it's not the easiest thing, but it's the best thing. Becoming who God created you to be is the best journey that one can go on. At least that's how I see it for myself. So I'm just going to decide that that's the truth for you as well. Anyways, this is A Faith-Led Life, Everyday Reflections, Beauty in the Becoming. I'll see you soon.